All right, good evening, everyone. This is Mark once again from the National Weather Service in Norman. We're getting ready for what we believe could potentially be a deadly flood and flash flood event this coming weekend, and we really want you to pay attention to the points we make in this briefing. All right, so flash flood watch does remain in effect. It extends from much of western, central, and northern Texas on up through Oklahoma and points north and east. We expect several rounds of heavy rainfall this weekend. And with that, there's going to be a lot of runoff because the ground is so saturated. So there's going to be some flash flooding in places that get heavy rain. In addition to that, as that water runs off into rivers, we expect lakes to swell, rivers to swell. Several rivers are already in moderate to major flood stage, and that's only going to worsen through time. Okay, so the forecast for our total rainfall amounts really hasn't changed too much. Still looking at a widespread area of 2 to 4 inches across most of Oklahoma down into North Texas, and the areas of heaviest rain are likely to fall again from western North Texas up through southern and central Oklahoma. Okay, so there is some severe potential on Saturday. The strongest storms that occur Saturday afternoon into Saturday night could produce some damaging winds, large hail, could even see a couple of tornadoes, but we're extremely concerned about the flood threat here, so don't lose sight of that. Yes, there is a potential for severe weather, but what happens as far as severe storms goes is probably going to be pretty few and far between. We're really concerned about the widespread heavy rainfall and the flash flooding. Okay, so again, just some reminders here. You definitely don't want to drive into water that's across the road. Whether or not you can discern how deep the water is. In most cases, you really can't tell, let's be honest. Don't ever try and drive around the barricades that are in the road. There are going to be a lot of those this weekend. There's a lot of roads out there that are covered in water already, and with all the heavy rain we're expecting, there's going to be more. Don't drive around those barricades. They're there to save your life. They're there for a reason. Just to drive home the point of not driving into floodwaters, this is some statistics from 2013, but really if you go back several years and take an average view of flash flood and flood fatalities, most of the deaths that occur in vehicles, and the reason is because people choose to drive into floodwaters. So again, don't do it. It can become deadly. If your car starts to move, you lose traction, starts drifting away, there's a very good chance you're not going to be able to get out of that car without serious injury or death. All right, so it is the holiday weekend, and a lot of people like to get out on the lake and the river and have a good time. This is not going to be the Memorial Day weekend to get out and do some recreation on the lake or the river. With all the rain that's coming in, the fact that we already have all these lakes and rivers that are out of their banks, it's just going to be extremely dangerous. So if there's anything else that you can do this weekend, we really urge you not to go out on the water. It is not a good weekend for that. But if you choose to do that, because we know some people are going to do it, you need to keep in mind there could be a lot of submerged obstacles such as docks and picnic tables, park benches, things like that. Camping is obviously also not a good idea this weekend. With the flash flood threat especially, you don't want to be camping anywhere in any low-lying areas. I really can't reiterate, any kind of outdoor recreation anywhere near a lake or river is just not a good plan. But if you do plan on doing that, here's a few points here. Just please be extremely careful. We're really concerned about the possibility of fatalities this weekend, and we'd rather you not do this, not engage in these activities. All right, so I know this has been kind of a somber briefing, but the truth is, with this much rain and the ongoing flooding situation, especially down across western North Texas and parts of southern and eastern Oklahoma, things can turn deadly really quickly. And so we're very concerned about this additional heavy rainfall and how that's going to exacerbate the ongoing flood situation. So please continue to follow us on social media. Look for more updates such as these to give you the latest information. Thank you for tuning in. Have a nice weekend.